it's Lone Wolf Racer here, and we are back with another episode of the Sour Career Mode. Today we're going to take on round 5 here at Tondela, with the possibility of stormy conditions in the race, which could make things very interesting, considering that normally this track is a pain to deal with if you don't know how it works. The tires heat up very quick. The tires heat up very quickly here, often to the point where you have to conserve the tires just to keep them from overheating. If your tire heating is not the best, so it's gonna be interesting to see how this plays out. With that, we're jumping straight into this thing. As for the car, I've noted. As for the car, I've decided. As for the car, at least, last episode I was complaining a lot on how bad it is. Part of it's down to my own fault for not building more parts. What do I mean by this? Well, if for Motorsport Manager there's a guide. There's some couple guides on the Steam Workshop for Motorsport Manager. They explain some of them do explain in depth as to how the cars actually work and to how the cars work and like all the data and stuff behind it. When you go to build a new car, the key thing when you're building your new car, the key thing if you want to gain as much performance as you can from one season to another, build a bunch of risky parts that have extremely high performance and just don't use them. Because the highest performing parts that you have will be carried over into next season. So if you have a high risk part, the risk level goes away going into the next season, and risk level goes away going into the next season, and the performance stays, and you can build off of it. And the improvability stat also helps with this. Anyway, but that's the plan for the rest of it. That's gonna be the part of the plan for going into next season for this season. Build a bunch, try and get the best performing parts as possible for next year's car the season 3 car to try and make this car so that way we can hopefully do even better there. As for right now, we've got this race. If I remember correctly, let me double check the laps here. We got 37 laps. There's the possibility of rain. I don't think we'll need the hard tires. Probably not. Even if we did take the hard tires, we can't make the one stop is probably not gonna happen. Although an aggressive 2-stop would be possible. I think what I'll do is go with the mediums for this. Get knowledge on the mediums. Get some knowledge on the mediums so that way we've got a decent tire for the race. In case it doesn't rain immediately, in case it's not raining at the start, or if it dries up at some point during the race. Yeah, I don't know if that article. I know that article or guide I mentioned that I found in the workshop. I know it applies to the base career mode for all three series. If you have all the DLC for this game. But I don't know if it applies to this mod don't know how much of it applies to this mod specifically. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see going into season 3 later on how well if I'm right or if I'm wrong here. But for now, it's practice time. We gotta get the knowledge on the memes. Also, as you can see down on the bottom here with the tire temps, they are slowly creeping up a little bit without me doing anything. That's how this track often works. The high temperature, just like almost kind of like the real Spanish Grand Prix, almost how the real Spanish Grand Prix is, where the tires can heat up. Where on a nice warm day, the tires heat up like crazy, and it can be a bit troublesome to keep them cool. Just gotta ask everybody from the 2013 race Or I guess the 2017 race as well to an extent. And look, the tires are basically overheat. These mediums are overheating, and I'm not even pushing, which is a benefit and a curse. And it's a benefit because that means we can conserve the tire. Everyone's gonna have to conserve the tires or overheat them and degrade them quickly, which means conserving them isn't a bad thing, and you can eke out more life in the tires. However, that means if the AI don't decide not to do that, they're gonna be going faster. They'll still be going around, still be quicker than us, even when we're trying to save tires and go longer. So it's a fine balancing act. Anyways, that aside, we got the medium tire and race trim knowledge done. Now on to quality trim. Let me tweak this a little bit. Let's see if you want a little bit more top speed. Here comes Robert. His setup is all wrong. Holy crap. We gotta fix that. Let's see. Bump that. Let's try less oversteer. And you probably want more top speed. Let's try this and see if that fixes it. Here comes Pascal. I'm gonna just back them up just to keep these tires in good, keep these tires just in case I need, just so that way I can save a set of have an extra set of fresh softs to use in the race. What do you? What I'm gonna do is just throw on this used set of soft tires at the beginning of the race, at the beginning of qualifying for a banker run, and then throw on a fresh set at the end of at the end of the session, just to save a little bit of tires. I could have brought one more set of soft tires if I wanted to, but hey, it is what it is. Anyway, that aside, we're both we're both back in. I don't think that setup tweak worked for Pascal. Let's see. Did it? No, he wants more acceleration. Let's try that. Bump that back and go. Robert's setup is good now, so that's great. Send 3 laps. Send him straight back after one. Keep conserving these tires so we can use them in the race. Normally I would do that fast lap at the end of the session. This time I'm not going to. Also, you can see Robert isn't doing that bad pace-wise here in practice. Well, then again, the AI are running harder tires, or I think they have been most of the session. Anyways, we've got the knowledge we need. No point going out on the hards. I'm just going to bring them in. I'm just going to bring him in and see what Pascal's setup is. And his setup is good. All right. So we've got everything we needed with a minute to spare as well. Not bad. Got exactly what I wanted. Everybody finishes up their laps. And there we go. Let's see. Not bad for the times. Although then again, no idea of the true pace. Anyways, qualifying. No rain in sight. Just gonna do the same thing as usual. If there is rain at the start, if there is rain at the start of the race, I'm going to go super overtake mode for Pascal. No questions asked. Robert, I might put the light-footed soft tires on him because that could be, because if it dries up near the end of the race, it could be a benefit to him to be able to use soft tires instead of mediums. With that aside, let's throw on this junk set of sauce because why the heck not? Actually, you know what? Actually, you know what? Let's throw on that junk set of mediums for Pascal. These junk set of mediums. Why not? This first run isn't going to really matter too much anyways in the grand scheme of things. It can give us an idea, though, of how the used mediums are, on how the used mediums work. Like time-wise, at least, because that might give us, it could give us a slight idea as to how the pace might be near the end, if we use mediums near the end of the race. Anyway, lap times. Let's see. So wow, Pascal goes 1.2 seconds faster than Robert with the super overtake. That is broken, and they had the same tire wear as well. So that's just straight up pace, and maybe the bit of performance and maybe a little bit of performance difference. Although that aside, Warline is in P14. Nope, drop down. He's dropping back P18, P19. Ouch. Okay, let's fast forward. Come on. Don't worry, YouTube. I'll send you back out in a sec. 3 minutes. Gonna wait till right about now. Send Robert out. Soft tires. Go. Gonna wait Pascal a tiny bit longer. Let's go now. Soft tires. Go. Let's see what we got here. Currently 18th, 21st, and 20 dead last and 21st. You gotta hopefully get some improvement here. Final minute of the session, so they're both gonna have probably the most ideal track grip. Robert starts his lap, Pascal starts his lap, both overheated and perfect. Let's see, Robert, green first sector, that's no surprise. Pascal, also green second sector for Robert. Here comes Robert to the line. Hamilton goes 20.7. Robert P19. Pascal goes P17. And Robert ends up in P20. So we're not completely at the back this time around. But still. Got a long way to go to catch him. Long way to go yet. So with that said and done, it's time to go to the race. Is it going to be raining here at the start? Yes, it is. Alright. It's going to be heavy rain at the start. And then it's going to dry up. Okay. Around lap 18, 17 or 18, it's going to dry up. No, let's play it safe. Let's go medium tire knowledge. I'm gonna go medium tire knowledge. Pascal, I'm gonna go super overtake because that thing is pretty good. That thing is pretty good, so why not? I think if we also play it right, we shouldn't have to stop for intermediate tires. Because right now it's damp, but very quickly it'll go to full wet conditions, and then there might be a chance where you could get like 2, maybe 3 laps in on the inners, but there's no point. I think everybody will just try and stretch it. Actually, how good are these wet tires for? 13 to 15 laps. So maybe pinning on the inners wouldn't be the worst idea. I think I'm gonna have Pascal flat out attack and Robert try and save the tires. Looks like everybody's gonna be starting on wet tires here. Right then. Let's jump into this. 5 red lights from 17th and 20th. And as Murray Walker say, go, go, go! Or, well, no, that's not actually what Murray Walker says. Never mind. Forget what I said. Anyway, let's see. Let's see how the start is. Once we get to this back straight here, Pascal's gonna come flying past everybody. Watch it. Oh, screen freeze again. Watch this. Or not, he can lose a spot to a goddamn McLaren of all things. Really? So we've gained no spots off the start. Robert almost gained one. Nope, here comes Pascal now. He's finally getting into it. Right, tires are heated up nicely for Pascal. What? Oh, wow, Alex Lynn's gone. Lynn bins it. Lynn has binned it. We're going to ERS down the straight with the super overtake mode. Look at the speed. Up into 15th. Going to keep the super overtake on Pascal. Up and... Well, once we get to the start finish line, we're gonna back off this. And we back off. Let's start saving the fuel. Up into P15. Robert down to P21. Although Robert's got the better tire wear at the moment. Pascal, I'll probably have him push more. As we're getting attacked from behind by Jamie Green in the Alfa Romeo, who goes through. Let's see. Who's in front of us? It's Ollie Rowland. It's Rowland in the... It's Ollie Rowland now. One of my friends is doing something. I don't care. I really should have disabled those notifications. Anyways, out of sight. Let's keep going. Let's see, P17. So we're in P17 at the moment. Robert's on... Alright, so P17, P21. Robert's got the better tire wear. These wet tires are overheating. Are you serious? Robert hasn't been pushing, and yet the wet tires are overheating. Alright, then Robert back up. Warline conserve them a little bit. So Robert's... I'm trying to purposely make it so Robert has better tire wear that can go longer. I'm trying to do this on purpose. And we'll see here. Let's see. What's everyone else doing? Everyone else is on neutral at the moment, so we're gonna... Yeah, Pascal's down a place. Pascal's down a place, and Robert is still in P21. Alright, I think that's enough concern from Robert. Pascal, there's not much you can do, mate. Just stay like this, I guess. Right now we're stuck in traffic. 30 laps to go, so... Let's see. Now I'm gonna speed this up, I guess. Both of them are fighting each other. P21 and P21. Oh, nope, we're at the back now. Dead last because everyone else has passed us. Nothing's gonna... Well, we're getting close. We're getting close to the intermediate period. I'm gonna have Robert go back on conserving the tires again. Why did I put Pascal and Otto on for ERS? That's stupid. Do I take the risk? I take the risk. Well, Warline stars are wearing out like crazy, so either I gotta back him up or he's gonna have to pit. You know what? He's at the back. He's at the back, and he's got nothing to lose. Let's see if he can put in a couple fast laps on the intermediate tires. 50%. 50% ERS. 50% ERS. Pit. We're gonna pit in. Someone else, a couple of other cars have pitted. I'm gonna have Robert stay out, though. I'm gonna have Robert stay out and try and get to the dry period. More cars are pitting. Hamilton's on the dries. A couple of the front runners are pitting on the dries. It's too early to do that, I feel. Robert up to P15. We got cars on all different strategies. Look at the board. We got a couple guys on the dries, some staying out on the wets. A few guys, some people like Warline switching to inners. It's all kicking off. All hell's breaking loose. We still gotta go one more lap. Robert's tires are going off. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna push him in. We're gonna pit onto the mediums. Hopefully 2 sets of mediums will be enough to make it to the finish. 50% ERS. Let's go. Push Rob. We're gonna box Robert in now. Warline has just gone by him, so the inters are working. Although I'm gonna give Robert the undercut and see what happens. So everybody on dries right now are kind of struggling a little bit. Robert's gonna go to dries. Hopefully he's timed it right. Raikkonen's just come in. Alright, so Warline, you're gonna pit in as well. We're gonna go medium tires as well. Medium tires, 50% ERS. Let's go super over. Let's attack and super overtake mode in. Here comes Robert. Here comes Robert out of the pits. Burn some fuel. Burn some fuel. Burn that ERS. Let's go. Let's go. Robert's catching up to Alonso immediately. Here comes Warline in. Here comes Warline. Medium tires. He's in. Comes out ahead of Robert. Still comes out ahead of Robert. So the undercut did not work for Robert. It's ERS. He's still got a couple cars ahead of us on intermediate tires. They're going at the pits. The track is dry enough now. We got one car in. It's a Haas. That is, I think, Grosjean. Yep. Oh, he comes out ahead of us. Damn it. We didn't jump him. Still got a couple more cars out there. They're gonna lose so much time now as the track is dry. Look at the pace on Warline. Track is dry now. Track is dry now. We're on the right tire. Anybody on Anders is pitting. Everyone else on intermediates are pitting in. We're gonna jump a couple cars. I think we jumped one. It was one of the Manners who goes on to hards. He might try and make it to the end, although I highly doubt he will. Anybody who's on hards, no, probably not. 21 laps to go. No track grip. No way. There is no way he'll make it. He'll make it. Anybody who's pitted now is not going. Everybody's going to have to make at least one more stop. Whether it's the question will then come down to what tire do they go on? Do they pit early and go onto the hards? Do they try and stretch it out and go on, or they try and stretch it out and go on to mediums or softs at the end of the race? It's going to be an interesting gamble. I could have done the light footed strategy, probably wouldn't have worked with Robert. I would have had to take the tires at least both sets of softs at least 11 laps. And I don't know if he could have managed that or not. So it's probably the best idea that I chose the conservative strategy on the mediums. This at least gives us a better chance. This will give us a chance to just run a second set of mediums to the finish of the race, or a set of softs if we can last long enough. Because from here because we got cars ahead of us pitting in already. Kvyat is in. And Kvyat is in. Bottas just pit for another set of mediums. I don't think he'll make it. If you pit on the hards from here, you can make it. If you pit on the hards from here, you'll definitely make it. Mediums is a stretch. Softs, you probably need to wait till like 12, probably like 11 or 10, 11 laps to go to make it at best. If you got the best tire, if the driver's got good smoothest, 10 laps. Everyone else, probably 9 or 8 laps to make it work. We're just gonna keep conserving these tires. Okay, tires are cooling off a bit. I'm gonna have Warline start to go to. Let's get both of them go neutral and start to use some of this tire wear and start going forward, I guess. Burn some ERS down the straight. Warline still P17, so not bad. Hulkenberg pits for mediums, so we get the first guy making second. We got another guy making their dry tire style. Pairs on the mediums. That's going to be interesting. So I think keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that tower on the left side of the screen. Keep an eye out. See who goes where. Let's see who goes where. Okay, so Ekstrom's in. The second Williams is in. He goes medium. He goes on the medium tires. Okay. Robert's got warm tires. Okay, so we're gonna go overtake mode with Roberts. He's got at least one more. He's got at least one more lap after this one. He's got one more lap after this one. Yes, I can see your tire wear. Don't worry, Nate. You're coming in soon. You're gonna be coming in. Let's see. Final corner. Let's push in. Pit. We're gonna go second set of mediums. Play it safe. Get to the end of the race. Maybe a set of sauce could have made it, could make it from here, but I doubt it. 11 laps to go. We would have had it stretching further than what the game tells me I can do. Here comes Warline. He's gonna be on the same boat in just a sec. So he's got at least 2 more laps. Here comes Robert in. I didn't burn any ERS for Robert. That was that was a mistake. On the right side, at least he's got a full charge now. So let's go. Let's burn all of it. Let's burn this charge up. Warline's at the P16 now. Button's on mediums. That is a crazy idea. There's no way in hell he's gonna make it. I highly doubt he'll make it. Alright. Warline pit in. 10 laps to go. I'm gonna give Warline the sauce and see if he can make it work. 50% ERS. Let's go. Robert almost got lapped, by the way. The leaders are not too far behind him. Warline using that super overtake up to P15. Still got a pit. Grosjean's. We're gonna lose at least 2 spots. Roland and Kvyat are probably gonna have to pit again, though. So there. Well, the question is, can we jump them in the stops? Can we jump them when they inevitably pit? Where are they? They are a couple seconds up the road. We got a bunch of cars, couple seconds up the road, and Warline's on the fastest tire. Can he catch them? P17's pitting. That's Roland. So Roland's gonna be pitting. Kvyat is also in. Okay, so we're back up into P17. Robert moves up to P20. Nope, P21 still. Bottas pits for sauce. So Bottas gonna try and catch Vettel and Hamilton for the win here. This will be interesting. Who's gonna win? Who can win? Who's gonna make it work? Can Warline catch them? 8 seconds in the next car. Jamie Green in the Alfa Romeo. When the bar is green, he's gaining. When the bar is green, we're gaining. When it's not green, we're not gaining. We are gaining a little bit. We're gaining. It's in the corners. We're gaining. You can see that. We're gonna burn some ERS down the straight. Not a lot, but a little bit, just to gain some time. Bottas is the fastest lap. He is flying. Look at him cut down that gap to the leader up here. Look at this. Yeah, and he's backing up. Bottas is doing the same thing as we are. His tires are overheating, I think. Robert should be good. 4 laps to go. Okay, so Robert's been lapped. Okay. So Robert's best bet is he's gonna get P19 if the leaders don't catch Roland. Roland's got an issue as well. I just saw that. Where is he? Here's Roland. He's got a problem, so Roland shouldn't be a threat now. Robert is still a lap down. The leaders aren't gonna have to pit, so it's back. I'm gonna back him up and see if I can get a fastest lap, because why the hell not on the last lap? Because why not? He's not fighting for points. Something fell out the front wing. Okay, whatever. 2 laps to go at the line for Warline. I don't know if they've got enough fuel, though, to go super overtake the remaining 2. Let's go low. Let's go low and then super overtake. How much will we have here? 1 point. I don't know if that's enough. I'm gonna go high. I'll go high. And I'll at least go high. Robert's on his final lap, so just throw everything at it, Robert. That's P20 ahead of us. That's another position. I'm gonna go super overtake with Warline now. Robert's gonna finish the race this lap. Warline, let's see if we can. P16 is right there. There's Jamie Green right in front of us. Come on. Ear has a lot down the straight. Gonna save a little bit for the end. Super overtaken. Oh, he's attacking like crazy. Come on. He's weak. Faster tire. Down the inside. No! Robert made a mistake after the race is finished. P17. Damn it. Warline couldn't get down the inside and make it work. A noble effort, but not a noble effort, but couldn't do it. That was a good race, though. That was at least for at least for where our car is right now. That wasn't a bad race. We lost the bet. We lost the Formula 1.1. We lost the Formula 1.75. We lost the Formula 1.7 1.3 race to Jamie Green. To Jamie Green, who got P16. But we were But that was probably realistically the. But I don't know what else we could have done. If the rain had lasted, maybe we could have. Maybe things could have been more interesting. But it didn't. If it had lasted a couple more laps, maybe we could have tried the hard tires and see if we could make it. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. So unfortunately that didn't happen. So we are still pointless in this season. Five races in, still no points. Uh, it's frustrating. I'm doing the best I can. I'm trying to do the best I can. I'm trying to build parts as quickly as I can, trying to improve them, try to improve them and improve this car, but it's just not happening quick enough. Hmm. There's a lot for me. This series was gonna be a challenge, but I didn't expect it was gonna be this hard. Still got a ways to go. And I thought we were gonna be and I thought we were gonna be fighting with the midfield more often. How wrong was I? Yeah. Oh well. Still loading. Like I guess with this, I've got effectively got two options here for the rest of this season. Because at this point, a couple points is probably the best we're gonna be able to get, just to make sure we stay in P8. So maybe a couple fringe points is the best we can hope for. That aside from that, a plan is fairly simple. I think the plan is very simple. Either we keep pushing forward and see if we can try and score a point, try and score either keep pushing forward and try and score more points, or save, or just say, or just try and just do the bare minimum to keep ourselves in our season target, while saving up as much money as we can and building all the risky parts as we can, and just hope for the best going into next season. Just save money like crazy, so that way we can upgrade the buildings, so that way we can have the best possible car going in next year, and have everything and have the best and be able to upgrade buildings and stuff. Those are the two options we've got right now. Push forward or do the minimum and try and plan it for next year. Will be in it. It's an interesting. It's gonna give me some. I've got some things to think about. Definitely after going it before the next episode comes out. Got a lot of things to think about. Hopefully, I just hope I make the right. I just hope I can make the right decision going forward here. Let's see, how did our drivers do? Driver, new unlocker Robert, push to the limit. Okay, so the red zone is removed from the car. That'll definitely come in handy next season. It'll definitely come in handy next season for him to have that. That means we can push our parts to the absolute limit. Push our parts to the absolute limit when the reliability is low in the beginning of next season. P16-19, no points again. No points again for this team. It's frustrating, but again, what else can I do? But again, I can't. Aside from doing what I'm doing, it's either keep building, keep trying to see if we can get some, keep pushing the performance of the parts, keep trying to build good parts for the car on the car, and try and see if we can get, and try and see if we can get some, gain points, or I just try and build the risky parts and then save money like crazy. Hmm. Let's see. Oh, nope, that's not what I want to click on. I want to check pit crew. Pit crew. Oh, geez. Okay, let's. You need a rest. You need a rest. Let's hire this dude just to be sure. Swap that guy out. I think we'll need one more guy. Let's get this dude. Get this dude. Swap you out. Good. Let's check I'm gonna check the HQ. Let's see, what do we got here? If I were to try and upgrade any existing buildings I have, design center's 20 million. I could unlock the road car factory. Let's see, those are maxed out. Staff center, that doesn't improve to it improves our it doesn't improve to help much. Scanning facility probably don't need that. Forecasting center probably don't need that either. Let's see, front wing. Legendary front wing. An epic gearbox, 6 million. Uh epic brakes. Factories, that's not gonna help. Road car factory, what does this do? Can generate a huge amount of income. That would go there. Test track. We do not have one. I think what I test track can't. Okay, so we don't have these three. Uh, do I want a better rear wing? Engine probably isn't. Our engine's okay. Don't. Our engine's fifth best. I think we can live. I can live with that for now. We're not a front running team, so we don't need to have the absolute best engine. I think what I might do. This is 4 point. I think I'll just get both of these. Let's upgrade the. We're gonna get this. We're gonna get the simulator. We're gonna get the simulator and the handling development center. That way we can have get better parts. That's what I'm gonna do. How long will these things take? 16 weeks each. Okay. I think that means I think they'll be ready by the they might be ready by the end of the season, they might not be. We'll see. We'll have to wait and see. And a few scanner reports done. Upcoming report for this race. Currently better than our original target of 10th. Okay. 49 laps. 49 laps. Cape Town. This race will be interesting. We got a dilemma, but let me quickly check. What am I doing here? Working on performance. Okay, that's good. Keep getting the performance. Our designer's not bad, but whatever. Extra vote. How many vote? how many power do I got? I've got 2 points for the top 5. I don't think anybody's gonna vote for that, but I'll probably just put 1 vote to no. Rain on grids, no. Look for wings, maybe. This series does need a shakeup, though. Do I want to? I don't. No, no, I'm not gonna do that, Pascal. That would be a dick move. FIA Formula 3 race. Alright. Let's see. Will our new. Nope, our new gearbox will be finished after this race, and so will the performance work. So, I get. So, with that. So, after next race, we got a couple things to look forward to. We can keep working on the gearbox and improving and trying to improve that. And then we're also going to finish those parts we were working on. And we've also got some new building upgrades in the works. That aside, I'm gonna save here and end this episode off here. And with that said and done, I have been the Lone Wolf Racer, and I will see all of you beautiful sons in the next episode. Later.